with a new session of Sigil and Shadow. We're in session 4. We're on the back half of our first stint before this becomes a Friday night show, which is the big legs. But last week, we finished a case. You finally dealt with the haunting of the Anderson house, expelled not only a spirit, but potentially some part of a visage, who was the shadowed knight, the Knight of Pentacles. Along with that, some discussions with certain powerful entities, some private conversations, some secret conversations. And you have a book with a map. Now, as with any good show, not every case is going to be directly tied to our big story, but if there's anything you all would like to do over the next few days as you were recuperating from this, we kind of assume we come in about a week later when things happen. Does anyone want to do anything before I start another fire you all have to put out?
Bobby's asking if either Ashton or Moss wants to start a fire before he does. I translated for you guys.
That is not what I was saying.
What, a literal fire or a metaphorical fire?
This is
because apparently Mercury has game.
This true.
According to Minerva.
This is what many games would call downtime.
What's that?
Sure, Bobby. Just
something I rarely give all of you because you never deserve it. You can't be trusted with it.
That's
why we're not used to it.
No.
First
Mary
of all,
deserves it.
Okay.
Nikki frequently deserves it. The goblins here can't be left to their own devices.
How dare. How dare. How dare.
How dare you? First of all, how dare you?
I take offense to that.
That is so rude. And me and Moss are starting an anti-Bobby fan club.
Take whatever you want from it. I will give it freely. I still stand by my statements. After Kermit Mustard Gonzo, I can say so much.
Kermit Mustard Gonzo! I will never get over Kermit Mustard Gonzo. And
Kermit Mustard Gonzo has overshadowed Let's Play video games after the stream.
Kermit Mustard Gonzo. There is so much lore to Kermit Mustard Gonzo that honestly, maybe I'm not comfortable discussing live.
Okay.
I wanted to see so much more of Kermit Mustard Gonzo.
Dude, Kermit,
no.
there is so. It's
Can
like
we stop saying those words in that order?
Like, I keep getting like re-triggered by that. Like, just no.
But
no more.
Is there anything any of these characters would like to do after? Oh, you sent me something.
I did. Also, you're lagging.
Yeah, I had a hiccup. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
But secretly.
Yes. So this is...
Don't give me that look.
This is going to be an investigation check, but you will get plus 10 to this.
Forgot my turn for sheet.
Okay. hold on. I'd help if I had my character sheet open.
Uh-huh.
Why am I blanking on the oh, right. Figured it out. I did it. I'm so good at this. Investigation is what?
Investigation will be using logic. If
Is
you're
it plus 10?
If you're untrained in investigation, it's minus 20. And then you get plus 10, so it's only minus 10.
Uh-huh.
It means you're not good at looking stuff up.
Okay. Ooh. Hold on. So 55 minus 10 is 45. I got 37.
All right. Then you succeeded in what you messaged me, which is such gripping content for an audience.
I sneak out.
Yeah.
Before Mercury wakes up.
All right. What does Mercury want to do?
My bedroom door is still closed, so it looks like I'm still asleep.
Okay. We're gonna real quickly have you make another check, by the way. I need you to make a dexterity check. Probably if you have larceny, you can add your larceny bonus, but if not, I won't give you the untrained penalty.
21 out of 60.
Okay. So that means Mercury.
Yeah.
You can give me an investigation check.
Okay, that's logic minus 20.
This would not require training, so if you're not trained, don't take the minus 20. It'll just be logic.
Okay. Oh crap! I forgot dice.
That'd be useful.
My bad. Yeah.
Be real useful. I need a button to just play Jeopardy music. Eventually the camera...
28.
Okay. What was your roll again, Mars?
21.
Amazing. 21. So both of you succeeded. However, Mercury rolled higher, which is how you win on an opposed check.
Bullshit.
It's just barely. So Mercury, you will hear Mars leave by the time they leave, but you won't see them leave, and they will be gone by the time you're able to get out, unless you like chase them out of the apartment.
I'm very fast.
What time is it?
Like 10 a.m. Which is like 5 hours earlier than she normally wakes up.
I text you. Where the fuck did you go?
Out.
I swear to God, if you get alcohol.
Why can't you just trust me?
All right. With that, we are going to cut over to Delilah. What are you doing at roughly 10 a.m.? About a week
10
later.
10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Or is this still doing downtime?
It's downtime.
Okay. Probably I would be seeing different patients.
Okay.
Honestly, sorry. Mars is not my only person that I
How dare you have other clients?
I have other clients.
How dare? Do they think you're hot too?
Yes.
Well, rude. You're because tag.
Wouldn't it be more rude if they didn't?
Dibs, I think. I don't know. Can I call dibs? Can I talk to all your other clients and call dibs? Is that how this works?
No.
How toxic masculinity of you.
Fine, I'll just woo you the old-fashioned way, I guess.
Now,
all the hard
Delilah,
work and shit.
Given the tropes that you are, do you do any work with the Baltimore police?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Given the collection of tropes that you are, do you do any work with the Baltimore police? Like, do they come to you at all? Is this a CBS primetime drama?
I would say I have an in and I help them on the down low, but
Yeah.
like I'm not very happy with them because they usually fuck things up.
So a Dresden kind of situation.
Good answer. Good answer.
Okay.
Ash and I are just like,
very much Dresden of like, look, I need the work. This will do. And by God, I will deal with it before.
If I'm doing it, they're
their...
not fucking it up.
Exactly.
Okay. So, you got penciled in by a contact you have today by the name of Detective Sarah Lawson. I'm going to drop her image in the Sigil.
She sounds hot. She sounds hot.
Shadow chat. Like I said, I've generated art for all of these. Generated, which means if it ever goes into a book or goes public, we're gonna have an actual artist like Moss do these, not just a computer. But
yeah, don't say actual artist, just say Moss.
Ah,
bad. I meant
not
like
fair.
It's not gonna be anyone but Moss. That's
what is that your weakness,
very wrong.
Mary?
I have many. This is one.
The AI said put up in a bun, and it somehow did a bun while the hair is also down.
The half bun.
Yeah. Well, no, you did.
I haven't seen it.
I know you don't look. You need to see this half bun.
No, I'm trying. Genuinely, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying real hard.
Sigil and Shadow Chat. I can't hear you, Moss.
All right. It's not a half bun.
It's
somehow.
not a half bun. It's magic.
It's both up and down.
It's magic.
It doesn't even load.
It's like a waterfall of this. They somehow got a full bun out of half the head's hair.
It's kind of the equivalent of like when AI does 2 legs down while also doing crossed legs, or like screws up and gives an extra hand, but for hair,
like
so it
Marisha
looks good.
Wish I could see it. Wish I could see it.
But yeah, coming in tall and athletic, Sarah's confident demeanor is matched by her physical presence. Her hazel eyes possess a keen, observant quality that seems to miss nothing. Her auburn hair falls in loose waves around her shoulders, often pulled back in a practical bun when she's on the job. So she comes in, she's just, I have a problem, Delilah.
Hello to you too.
Hello.
It's a nice day.
I have a problem, Delilah.
Okay.
It's a messy one.
Oh.
You want me to tell you about it, or would you like to go to the scene?
We can do a bit of both.
Okay. And before she goes into depth with that, we'll go to Alexandria. That would be Ashton.
I'm so sorry. I was sending you a picture of Becky Lynch.
God damn it. Yeah, very much.
Right?
Yep.
Anyway, sorry.
Before we go into detail with that, we will check in on what Alexandria has been doing.
She is likely back at the university.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's looking into like more poltergeist stuff. Like I think she looked into like curses before and like cryptids, and I think now she's like, because of that ghost experience, she's looking up more information on poltergeists.
Okay. So you can give me an investigation.
I will.
Which, if you're not trained, is logic minus 20.
I think I am trained.
I would hope.
Hold on. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You know, next time you get an advancement, maybe like
that should probably be it. Right?
Train in it, yeah.
Did we not? No, we didn't get an advancement recently, did we?
Yeah,
you
we
got
did.
an advancement at the end of last session. You've solved the case.
What did I take?
You said you were taking investigation. That's why I didn't take it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds right. That
so
sounds
you just
like I
have
did.
it
I just
added
didn't have
that
it
you
marked.
trained. Okay. So you're now trained.
Yeah.
You're recently trained in it.
Okay, yes. Okay. Yeah, I
You
just
need to
forgot
update
to
your
mark
character sheet. It's fine.
it. Okay. 26.
Hey, look, we might not be able to clearly see Nikki in the background of Moss's cam, but we can see Moss in the background of Nikki's cam. All right, 26. What information are you looking for about poltergeists?
Maybe I think she's looking at like specifically how poltergeists are created and also how they differ from other ghosts specifically.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. We can look at some of that. I'm also pulling up the stuff about the echo for you. But yeah, poltergeists are like many other things. The echo is the world beyond the living. You kind of find this old dusty book that references it. And it's kind of this like early 1800s metaphysical book that talks about a world beyond the living that is both a reflection and an endlessness, where consciousness itself resides beyond the physical. Poltergeists are just one of many intrusions where things find their way back from the echo.
Okay.
Now, back to Delilah. Unless I will say, giving out your stuff, Mars, do we want to catch you at a location nobody would know you're at?
Why?
Yeah. So we then move to a local church. Not necessarily the church itself, but a community hall in the back of the church where we find Mars at a podium introducing themselves. What is it you say?
I've never done this before, so this is a little awkward, but I guess I've seen it on shows. So, hi, I'm Mars, and I guess I'm an alcoholic.
Multiple people clap.
I don't think
For
you're supposed to
Mars.
clap for that. I think that's bad, but okay. Cool.
It's kind of like a polite applause, especially like I've never done this before. Like people will be supportive of you when you do it and you admit the problem. But we cut back to Delilah, who is with Sarah as she runs down an issue. A few nights ago, there was a series of murders. The kind most people would say unlike anything they've ever seen, but sadly, not unlike anything I've ever seen. In fact, they were on the full moon, which has me a bit worried. The coroner's best guess is a grizzly bear attack, but it was in an alley downtown.
You know where all grizzly bears hang out.
What was that?
Where all grizzly bears hang out. Also, Mary, why? Why, Mary? Why do you do this to me? Why is that your out? God damn it.
Dude, imagine
Oh,
going to your
no.
therapist and she looks like that. I would never come back. I would be like, why?
It would get me to keep coming back.
Get you to
I-
keep coming at
Jesus.
least.
I would just be so, I don't know. I want my therapist to tell me that I'm doing a good job, but in a timid way. I want to be in control. And if I saw her, I would not be in control.
Alright.
But yeah, she's wearing a little black dress, like sweetheart neckline with this almost like a gold, almost like wing Isis goddess inspired belt. And
Hot as fuck.
is just kind of walking along. Well, it's rather unfortunate that you've had to see anything like this to begin with. However, yes, this does seem a bit out of the general purview of what you're used to dealing with.
And yes, I dropped a piece of concept art for all of you the second I said full moon.
We knew.
Do you? Or do you assume?
Yes,
Share the
No,
other
I
one,
knew.
you coward.
I knew.
All right. She'll just. We've already covered everything for DNA. We found some fur. Again, that's helping them think probably an animal attack, but you know. Bodies have already gone off to the morgue. If you need me to get you in there, just let me know. I'll do what I can. But other than that, this place is taped off and no one should be here. As she steps back across the tape, turns around and starts walking away.
Oh, question.
Yes.
Do you have any other records of things like this happening previously? Or is this a first time event?
There's a reason people call this place Bodymore, Delilah. But this is one of 4 that happened last night in the same square mile.
Good to know. I would appreciate getting into the morgue, and should you require anything else, you know where to find me.
And you know where to find me. I'm still in that little black book of yours, aren't I?
Yes.
She winks and walks away.
Am I in the little black book?
You're half of
You're
it.
a patient.
I don't understand the problem here.
And that's
Patient
why you're still a
confidentiality.
patient.
Patient client confidentiality. Come on now.
Okay.
Nobody has to know.
But yeah, so Delilah, you probably don't deal with what you're assuming this is very much. While you do have a special affliction if something were to attack you, it would still incapacitate you. And you do know someone who would be very good in case a monster attacked you.
Mm-hmm. I will get my phone and call Mars.
Pulls out a little green book and
I'm in the green book.
What are
Find
the
a cool
levels?
color.
well, it says
Color
clients on
levels.
the book.
Oh, okay.
Or
How
patients.
do I
Like
get out
they
of this?
graduate.
How do I get out of that book into the black book?
Be mentally
That's-
healthy.
Well,
And
you
not
gotta
be
go.
my
work,
patient.
though.
You
So
gotta
much
go.
work.
You gotta go through the blue book first. Like it goes green, blue, then.
Yeah, it's green, then a couple months of being in the blue book, and then it's okay to transfer to the black book.
That's too much effort. Jeez.
I'm pretty sure Sarah ended up in the black book in one night, but that's Sarah.
Fine, I'm
Sarah
just
probably didn't come like asking for like mental health help.
Well, the
I'm
fact
sure
that she didn't
Sarah
come,
can,
why is
it's
she in the
fine.
black book?
I almost killed Moss.
I was gonna make the joke, but my mouth was full.
So was hers.
Anyway, so she
Don't get me on a roll. I won't stop.
you
But
won't.
yeah, you call Mars.
I think the meeting is ending.
As the
and I'm
meeting's
like-
ending and it's stale donuts and coffee.
I quickly am like, oh, I gotta go, and I like grab my phone, and as I'm like rushing out the door, so you hear like some people talking in the background, but can't quite make out what's being said probably, and I'm like, hey, what's this? What's going on? What's going on? Everything okay?
Yeah,
I didn't miss an appointment, did I?
No, I was calling for a different reason. Look, you guys
She like you
handle
hear like a screech of her footsteps in the hallway, and it echoes. What kind of reason?
well, you guys handled that uh job quite well. And I was wondering if you would like to get a second.
Oh, it's for work. Yeah. What kind of is it, like another ghost?
No, a bit more physical this time.
Oh, thank God. What are we talking here? We talking like
I think it would be better if I showed you.
cool. I'll be there in looks at wrist, realizes doesn't have a watch. At the point of time that it takes the bus to get there.
Okay, sounds great. I'll text you the address. Don't wear open-toed shoes.
That's exactly what I was going to have Sarah tell you, word for word.
I look down and I'm wearing combat boots, and I'm like, okay.
I'll call the others.
This is when Alexandria shows up in open-toed shoes.
Alexandra would never wear open-toed shoes, okay? She spent time in Egypt.
All right. So are you calling everyone then? You getting the whole group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we don't have to go then. Why would we bring this person? Why would we bring? Okay. Even easier. Thank you. Where does everyone meet up?
In the alleyway.
Okay. Everybody meets at the crime scene. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I think Alexandra would run there.
I would have given a place to meet and then brought them there.
Mm-hmm.
But like probably a little coffee shop. I also text everyone for their coffee orders, and I will get coffee so it's ready when they get here.
Alexandra doesn't drink coffee.
Or tea or whatever refreshment. No food though. Definitely
That's so fair.
I don't think you guys would like what you see. So more of a cross-contamination issue than anything else. But normally she would get like breakfast for everyone, but this case it is different.
Alexandria, well, actually, no. Mars might get there first.
Well, Mars has to take the bus, so.
Oh, okay. Alexandria is like, depending on how close it is to the university, she's either sprinting down the street or she took the motorcycle.
I guess Mercury's taking the bus too.
You guys meet on the bus.
That'd be real weird.
Be awkward.
You pretend to not know each other.
So, you know of a place called Cozy Brew Haven?
I love it.
As with many things, I need a new tab just for locations. I am like slowly refining my AI generation skills on the fly. But we will say your normal barista Joel is working. Joel is very nondescript, but I will drop an image of Joel for you.
Is it another wrestler? That kind of looks like Ricochet.
Yeah, that's Joel. Joel always knows your coffee orders.
That's an android. Get away from my soda. Sorry.
That's an android.
I said the picture looks like an android built to be the perfect Starbucks worker.
Sure, the hair is a little too perfect.
I mean, it's literally AI generated. Why are you surprised by this at all? But yeah, you guys can meet up there. I will say that they have some signature drinks if you would like to have those.
I'd love to hear everything about them.
What I'm going to do...
Can you list the whole menu, please?
Well, no, I was going to say, what I'm going to do is I made a list of 10. They'll have normal drinks, and anytime you guys go, I'm going to roll the D10 to see what the special of the day is. So eventually, you'll start seeing duplicates. But the special of the day today is the Inner Harbor Affogato, a luxurious dessert and coffee hybrid featuring a scoop of house-made vanilla bean ice cream drenched in a shot of espresso, creating a harmonious balance of warmth and chill.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good drink for before a crime scene.
They don't know
too
that.
much body there. It's too much body to view a body.
I'm just gonna have a nice simple green tea.
All right. There's some other really good, but these are all fucking good.
When Mars eventually shows up, she's wearing jean shorts, combat boots, and a yellow floral flowy shirt. It looks like she actually changed into something that wasn't ripped and torn in a fight.
Aww.
She does still have on her leg the leather strap though, with that her dad's. That has ammo in it, but only.
They could have had the pumpkin spice chai.
No, I want that. That's the special now, Bobby.
Eventually that'll come up. What's hilarious is because I told it to generate this store in... Oh, that's perfect. I told it to generate this coffee shop in Baltimore, and then I told it to write the list of specials for the coffee shop. It knows it's in Baltimore, so they're all tied to being in Baltimore. All the names and everything. But right now, you guys get your coffee. Joel's there. He'll make you up whatever you need. And then you can converse and decide what you want to do.
Okay, give me all of the details. I'm so ready.
Well, I had a friend contact me. They are a little bit out of their depth, as far as this goes. Last night there were 4 attacks within a square mile. Rather brutal, resulting in people killed. The police think it is a animal attack, but it's something else. I ran into a few of these before, but they're not quite my forte. What do you know about werewolves?
Sorry.
I think at this part, Mars plops on the chair looking really tired, and she's holding a cup of coffee and her hand's shaking a little bit as she takes a sip from it. Did I hear werewolf? Did you say werewolves? You said werewolves.
She said werewolves.
Werewolves.
Oh my god, this is the best day ever. Oh my
This is the greatest day of my life.
Oh.
Hold on. I need to calm down. I get it. People have died, and that's bad.
And that is bad.
I've never had a personal run-in with werewolves. So this is very exciting for me personally, very upsetting for many other reasons.
Well, I mean, the thing is, some packs are definitely more of the type that
Do this.
knows how to get along with people. This is out of the ordinary.
Right?
Do I know anything about werewolves?
You might.
Yeah. Can I investigate werewolves?
So if it's stuff you already know, one of you will be kind of at more of an advantage because there is education, occult history, and cryptozoology. So you can make an education roll.
I would like that.
I mean, I could call a contact and ask for help. Details on werewolves. I do have my contact in the Hunters Guild.
What do I do if I'm trained in it again?
It is just your logic score.
Oh, okay, that's 58.
All right. So, what do you want to know?
Oh, great. I didn't think I'd get this far. Have there been any past werewolf attacks?
Baltimore actually has a long history of werewolf lore.
Okay. And is it like a timeline thing where it's like, oh, every 20 years this happens?
No,
or is
there are a lot of legends. There's actually a very specific thing similar to a werewolf. Baltimore or Maryland is known for, but Baltimore itself has a lot of werewolf lore and like werewolf sightings and werewolf superstition.
Okay. Am I crazy? Is this the Beast of Bray Road, or is that somewhere completely different? I don't know where Bray Road is. Okay.
But more specific, you'll either have to research or get in touch with someone who may know.
I want to call my contact.
Yeah.
Yes.
My contact Ellen.
Yeah, you're gonna contact Ellen. So Ellen isn't one of these because Ellen's a contact. However, Sarah's one of these, and you guys are about to get in contact with some of these others. I'm going to let you know there's going to be a new mechanic in play, which I am working on, and I have been asked to add to the next supplement for the book, as well as we're going to be writing a bigger supplement ourselves called Major Allies, where they will have abilities you can spend bones on for them to do. They also have their own bone pool, like you do, only it does not refill every session. It refills every milestone. So it essentially refills when you finish a case. For example, in the meta, but also you have a good history with Sarah Lawson, so you would know this. Delilah. Sarah has 2 abilities. planned ahead where she can have pretty much any mundane item, or including spell ingredients, common items that are weaknesses to monsters, or even having lifted key cards or tools on her. And she has break and enter, where she can slip away from you guys, break into a place, and then let you in. But how these function is you spend the bone to attempt the ability, and then the abilities have a chance of success. So the bone is not a guarantee freebie power like what some of our shadowed characters have. They're also allies, which means they can die. You can lose favor with them and they can choose not to help you. But if you keep in good standing with major allies, there are other ways for you to use your bones, especially to do things maybe people in the group aren't capable of, or you don't have that person with you. But Ellen's a contact. Ellen, you can just reach out to, ask, they will help, but they may point you to someone else. So you get on the phone, Ellen answers at the Hunter Bar.
Hey, long time no chat.
You don't remember
Mars.
last night again? Let's discuss Mars's problem, and Ellen's the bartender at the Hunter Bar.
Oh.
You think it's been a long time since you've seen Ellen?
You know, it's a figure of speech.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, that makes more sense.
Look.
What's going on? What do you need?
I wanted to ask you a couple questions, see if you knew or if you could answer anything about, werewolves or something.
In Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff, but what are you dealing with?
Rogue werewolves killing people in the city.
Okay. Well, I can send you to the person I sent the last people asking this very same question of a few nights ago.
Somebody else came a few nights ago?
Yeah, I mean, just about every full moon, we got some people asking about werewolves. Typically, hunters looking to see if they can find one, when the getting's good.
Fair.
But I'm not going to tell you something you can find in some B movie. You can go to Blockbuster, or at this point, I guess Netflix or whatever, and find that out.
You're making me feel old because Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore.
There is still one, and I will die on this hill.
Okay.
But no, we'll say a guy who has an expertise in shape. Sometimes.
Okay.
But they're an expert in shape-shifting and shapeshifters.
Oh, you mother.
Who is this guy?
All right, I'm going to give you an address. Don't go sharing this to other people.
God damn it, Bobby.
You were excited this NPC was coming. You know what this NPC is. You knew werewolves, and you did not see this coming.
But did you add Legolas's dad in?
No. I've not changed the art beyond what I finalized. I spent like a half hour on that art.
Anyway, I was like, okay, cool. I'll be happy to go see this person. What's their name?
Their name's Silas. They run a shop called Reflections and Relics.
Neat.
Their name is Silas Thorne. You want to get in their good graces? Call them Mr. Thorne. Until they know you well.
Okay. Thanks, Ellen. You're the best.
I know I am, but you pay your tabs, so I'm okay with this.
Am
As I hang up, I'm like, oh, thank God I pay my tab.
Am I familiar with that place?
You might actually roll social.
Would I know of Mr. Thorne?
Also
doesn't matter, I
roll
got an 18.
social.
I'm trained in it now.
So, oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, I got an 18.
Yeah. Now you didn't know too much of the supernatural was real till somewhat recently.
All right, and how does advantage work in this again?
You get to pick which numbers in the front and which numbers in the back.
Okay.
So like a
I got-
91 can become a 19.
I rolled a 65, so it would become a 56.
Yes.
Which is within reach.
Okay. So both of you, I should say, Alexandria, you are familiar with reflections and relics, but not having to do with shape changers, is an esoteric antique shop. So it is a place to find items that may or may not be tied with things. You also know Silas is very, very good at knowing the history of items.
Yeah.
Delilah, you know much more about Silas because Silas is living in Baltimore. Silas is somewhat intertwined with the Court of Shadows.
Oh.
I will tell you privately.
Okay. Definitely in my black book.
Okay.
Which also explains why he is very good about knowing the histories of objects. But yes, this is someone who, if given objects, can see the past of them, also knows a lot about shape changers and the cultures of shape changers.
Good to know.
I'm so excited. I've been meaning to go there anyway. Again, I need to get like more stuff.
Ellen did say that we should definitely call him Mr. Thorne until we are on friendlier terms.
Oh yeah. No. I've always called him Mr. Thorne. He's very cool. And he's very nice. He has a lot of cool stuff in there.
I am going to drop an image of Silas, just so it's here for when you see him.
Don't do this. Oh, that's my dad. There's something about him. I have weird taste.
Someone told me to add David Tennant to the prompts.
Oh, I see it. That's what it, yeah, wow.
Yeah.
David Tennant mixed with
the guy who played Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. Which, funny enough, Moss was like, "Oh, it looks like the guy who played."
Yeah, I was like, I wrote, I think it's like Robert Darrell or whatever, in his or Carlisle, I believe, in the thing. I'm like, well, I already wrote this name, and she's like, but it seems like the guy who played Rumpelstiltskin Once Upon a Time. I'm like, that's who I said. But yeah, there was one that was like an action pose that was like a very Doctor Who action pose where he was like coming downstairs with a hand out holding something.
I'm into him.
But yeah, as you guys come up, Reflections and Relics is not on any main street. It is an address that ends in a letter. Older cities have this sometimes, where addresses have been added to buildings without new buildings being added, essentially a back room becoming its own residence. The access to Reflection and Relics is down a back alley, near the back of a building, an alley that narrows down to only about 3 feet wide. A little wooden sign hanging over the door, the pole to it, sticking out almost enough to hit the building it's across from, with an elegant wooden door. As it says, reflections and relics in this cursive script carved into the wood. But as the sign swings, there's a glint to it, almost a shimmer. As you come in, you are hit with the smells of cedar and mahogany and worn leather, as the place is lit essentially just by the green glassed desk lamps and Tiffany lights. There's a variety of old armchairs and antique furniture, each with small paper tags on them, implying that they're for sale. But the tags are so old and worn, they themselves may be the antiques. In a back corner is a curio cabinet, locked heavily. Behind it, many small objects, each with its own tag. But coming from a back room, where you catch just a glimpse of an office, is a tall, lanky man with striking silver hair that stops just above his shoulders, in this perfectly tailored dark suit, all of it accented by jewelry just as silver, almost exactly as silver as his hair. His pale blue, almost cataracts eyes, the posture, hair, and demeanor of an old man, but the skin still seeming at his mid-30s at its oldest. Hello, and welcome to Reflections and Relics. Delilah, I see you have returned, and Alexandria, in my shop once again, bringing new faces for me.
What's Helen's last name?
She hasn't told you.
No. I'm a friend of Ellen's from the Hunter's Guild.
Ah, more full-hearted warriors looking to hunt a werewolf. You missed the full moon by several days, I'm afraid.
Yes, this is different technically. Like, it's the same, but it's a different reason, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We're here for the aftermath.
Aftermath. Did
There
someone's
was
puppy get slaughtered?
no,
No, the puppy slaughtered someone.
There was a large attack. 4 places, all within a square mile.
Give me a social check with advantage, Delilah.
And I get advantage on social checks because of my
Okay.
inhuman ability.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll say it applies anyways, because this is not
Damn
someone
it.
who's human.
I got a 99. This sucks.
That is the worst critical
No!
failure.
I will spend bone to help.
Yes. Good. You are an illuminated. You can do that.
I cannot. All right, much better. 36.
Ah. Business as usual. Come into the salon. We'll discuss there in case any other customers were to enter.
Of course. Thank you, Silas.
Thank you, Delilah. As you go in, towards the back of the shop is a private area. This is where Silas will meet with clients and allies in a more secluded and secure environment. The room has an almost ethereal quality, with mirrors that seem to hold a depth to them that shouldn't be there, with a faint shimmer in the air. There is a black curtain covering a door at the back of that room. Delilah, even you have not seen what's behind that curtain. And you know well enough not to ask. Well, Set, if someone is putting a bad name to lichens, the next thing you know, all shapeshifters will be hunted. So, we can discuss. No more information, then. Am I here to just exposit everything I know? Because I know quite a lot.
Yes.
I'll give all the information I know on the attacks. If I have files, I'll show them.
Interesting. You do not yet have files. Sarah didn't give you files.
Alexandra's taking notes.
I probably
notes.
took pictures at the scene. I'll just show what I've got.
Lycanthropes are not violent unless their territory is being threatened. This is interesting. They do get hungry, but why would one go feeding downtown? Then again,
that's exactly.
The alternative, being downtown, would be quite bad as well. I would need to make sure it is in fact a werewolf, as you worry. If you can gather some of its fur or blood, I would be able to ensure that. But many things in the darkness can do this. Just because it was a full moon does not mean it had to be a full moon.
Absolutely. They did get a fur sample. I'm sure I could swipe a little bit from it.
Yes, anything I can make physical contact with. If it is a shape changer. Or not. We can at least learn its face.
Oh, that's really cool.
So cool.
Yes, and those of you new here, if you're in this business, I do have an expertise with items. If you are hunting the owner of a particular blade or book, and you bring it to me, as long as they're very familiar and very attached to such an item, for a cost, obviously, I will be able to help you with that. But this, as I said, rumors are already bad enough about werewolves in this city. The next thing you know, they'll be hunting changelings. This, there will be no cost to eliminate a threat to my kin. You bring me these items, I will do what I can to help. So long as you do not bring a hammer down on me or my family, we can stay in this arrangement.
I wouldn't think anything of it, Silas. You've been a good friend.
You have been a rather good one for a human as well, Delilah.
I look around and just kind of like eyeballing what's in the place. And did we ever give a name to our dad?
No.
Quick, someone come up with a name.
Jupiter. I don't know.
Yes,
Let's think
Jupiter.
what Jupiter is
Okay.
ending.
Jupiter.
That was almost Mercury's name.
Do you just, I'm just curious more than anything, do you have anything of Jupiter Felix?
Me?
Yeah, he was a hunter. I wasn't
I
sure if he
may.
ever worked with you before.
So, this will be the first time you get to use a special ability. If you want to spend a bone, I can roll to see.
Sure. I can also haggle. I have a specialty in haggling.
Well, this isn't about the costs right now. This is about bones are your luck, your fate within the narrative.
Gotcha. Yeah, sure. I'll spend a bone.
All right. This isn't technically identifying an item, but rolling to see if he had before is within his purview. So you have an 80% chance of success here. And I rolled a 39. Ah, yes, I recognize the jawline and cheekbones. Your face is partially familiar to me. I may have something. I would have to look in my catalog.
Noted.
While you're doing that, do you have anything like new and like very like just something that maybe I haven't seen before? And I've seen a lot of things, you know that. Just like something fun and new and
Alexandria, I'm
Yeah.
going to presume you mean new to you or new to me, because you know I do not deal in the new. It takes time for an imprint.
Yeah, no, I just meant like something on the ground. Not like
Yes.
new, like just made. I mean like new that maybe just, you know what I mean?
It has been a slow time lately. Currently, all I have are a few buttons and baubles.
I mean, that's not disinteresting to me.
You are a beautiful woman, Alexandria. I will trade you a button for a button.
You meant that literally, right?
Yes.
Okay, she just rips a
Preferably
button
off an
off her
item of
shirt.
clothing you enjoy.
Oh no, she rips it off like her blazer that she's wearing right now. And hands it over.
He takes it, holds it to the light for a second, closes his eye and focuses on it. Willingly given with haste, but Sarah is going on a date next week. She would enjoy this. As I can get something small. And he'll slide open his desk drawer and you hear a bunch of stuff jingle and rummage around. And he pulls out.
I'm sorry.
Yes?
Sarah's going on a date with someone who's going to shapeshift into Alexandria?
No, Sarah's my niece. She's rather insecure.
Oh, this is an out of character question. Because Sarah was the detective's name, wasn't it?
It was. Sarah's a common name. Shut up.
There are 3 Sarahs in Baltimore so far.
Okay,
I can bet you there's a lot more.
I just wanted to be sure I was on the same page because in my brain,
Susan.
the detective Sarah.
Susan. It's now
Okay,
Susan.
Fine. In my brain, the detective Sarah was like really into people turning into other people. And that was her kink or something. And I wasn't gonna kink shame. I was just real curious.
I just needed to clarify.
In character, I think as Alexandria gives over the button, there's just like ever so slight smirk of like, I know exactly why he's doing this, but it's just faint. It's there for a moment and then gone.
But no, he'll go and he'll pull out kind of a I'm blanking on the name of the spotted, like kind of turtle color. Tortoise. I wanted to say turquoise, and I'm like, it's not turquoise. He'll pull out like a small tortoise button. It may have even been like an extra button that are in a piece of slacks or something. Goes, a button for a button.
Thank you so much.
No
I'm just
name
gonna, like,
attached
look
to
it
it,
over.
no information. It's just a button.
It's fine. She's just looking it over.
Mm-hmm. But yes, there's no, as you would call, big ticket items. Currently, But if you are in need, feel free to return.
I will.
I know, Alexandra. Bits and baubles will really add up one day. Do remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Now, if there is nothing else, until you return with something I can use. If you're saying something, Moss, we can't hear you.
They were asking a question to me. Really
Oh,
quick.
okay. Okay. Wasn't sure. But if there's nothing else, you may go along your way. Return to me if you have an object tied to what has happened or a sample of the creature.
We'll be back.
I know you will.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Thorne.
It was a pleasure to meet you too, daughter of Jupiter.
Mars. This is my twin sibling, Mercury.
You're really cool.
Why, thank
Don't know why I
you.
said it like that.
You're
We
really
understand
cool.
it way in the same-
I-
You're really cool.
I'm around Alex too much.
It is fine. I am merely glad none of you are in discomfort around my situation. Acceptance is a wonderful thing, and it is why I continue to deal with people like Miss Delilah here. So, you accept me and my kind for who they are, you will always be welcome here.
If there's any trouble, you know who to call.
I presume it is not Ghostbusters, but yourself. Yes, that is a joke.
They have no idea what they're doing.
That is not a concern of mine, in all honesty. But yes, good day to you. I will see you soon. And then we are going on break, because we're 2 minutes from break. So we will be back in about 10 minutes. Really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia? Because this ain't happening.
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the game.
We are here. We got
We're
this.
here to
Let's
play
go.
the game.
You're a time-traveling corpse?
I apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be.
He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Like that.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't going to get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
Step one, you tell me I'm wrong. Step two, you say you wanna see it all the way through. dreams apart for you. You tell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel loud every back just like before. You can't take it anymore. Where you gotta go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running for. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running for. You don't know what we're running for. I miss when we were teenage girls and now tomboy t-shirts. When life was good and the worn out sneakers. When we were fine but with complications. Those were the days in the tomboy
The Information Superhighway. Newcom. Nice of you to join us.
When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other Knights of the Round Table before danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
This is as long as we go. I know you'll be alright. But somehow wherever you are, you're still in the crossfire. Still in the crossfire. Still in the crossfire.
about tentacle porn.
Yes. Also, we're live.
That's the one thing to come alive for.
I don't think it got caught, but I'll find out when I edit. All right.
Oh, it got caught.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Sigil and Shadow. Or I guess technically the Tuesdays ones we're going to have as long episodes. So welcome to the other half of this session of Sigil and Shadow. We open as all of you are leaving Reflections and Relics. What would you like to go do?
I think Mars is kind of pacing a little bit.
I kind of turn to the group and say, we might want to go to the morgue next. See
Yeah,
if we can
that
get
sounds good.
any of those things that would help us. I'll get in contact with Sarah and see if we can get some of that animal fur as well. I'll kind of just say, I'll be right back. And I'm going to call Sarah.
Okay. Hey, Delilah. It's been a couple hours. I'm hoping you have good news for me.
I've got a lead.
Well, it's better than no news.
But I am going to need some of that animal fur just for a few tests.
Roll a social check.
Uh, 17.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. I'm sure the tests will come back inconclusive anyways.
I really appreciate it.
I bet. I appreciate you doing this for me, Delilah. Hold on.
I appreciate that you appreciate that I appreciate.
It's sort of my job.
How about I give it to you tonight?
All right.
I'm free around 7 o'clock. Meet you at Harborview Elegance.
I'll be there.
Good.
And the call walk back. Won't be able to get it till tonight. But we might be able to go to the morgue, fish up some things.
Oh, what you do? Are you gonna meet them up somewhere there tonight?
Yeah, my contact is works late, so.
Mm-hmm. 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 Metagame Nikki knows better.
Totally not jealous. Nope, not me.
Alexandria has been staring at her button the whole time.
It's a nice button.
Why would I be jealous?
I'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm gonna find
Figure
a
out the
hotter
button.
girlfriend.
I'm gonna learn its secrets.
So you're eventually going to say psychometry.
Yeah, exactly. Which I have.
You did? You took that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you actually took that.
Yeah.
So you get psychic imprints of objects.
Yeah.
Amazing. Do you want to use it?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I also took telepathy, which I have yet to use, but one day.
To fix my spacing. Now, write a description of the Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, you roll mysticism.
What if I have a 1 in mysticism? What do I minus?
No minus anything. It's plus 10.
Oh, okay.
So it
Oh.
should be, I believe, your willpower plus 10.
Oh, perfect. Okay. In that case, perfect. That's 68. And I have a 70.
All right. Do you want me to send this to you or do you want me to narrate it to you?
Can you do both?
That's so valid.
I'm going to send this directly to Ashton, and then I will begin narrating. Oh. Yeah, upload as file. I don't need Nitro. Upload as file. Oh. I just need... There it goes. All right.
Nice.
Seraphina Larkspur, the former owner of the enigmatic button gifted by a fae. Seraphina was an embodiment of the ethereal and the eccentric, a captivating enigma that seemed to dance on the edge of reality. Seraphina's appearance was a mosaic of contrasting elements that blended harmoniously to create an alluring and unique presence. Her hair, cascading like molten gold, held within its strands the secrets of starlight and moonbeams, exuding an otherworldly luminescence even in the dimmest of lights. Her eyes were windows to far-off realms, a captivating shade of violet that seemed to shift with the tides of her emotions, drawing others into the currents of her thoughts. Draped in clothing reminiscent of a forgotten era, Seraphina's attire spoke of a time when magic and mystery were woven into the very fabric of existence. A cloak of deep indigo silk swirled around her like the night sky, adorned with constellations that sparkled as if alive. An ornate corset, intricate with eldritch symbols, cinched her waist, accentuating her silhouette and hinting at a power that lay dormant beneath her enchanting exterior. Seraphina's demeanor held an air of graceful intrigue. She moved with a dancer's grace, her steps evoking the soft rustling of leaves in an ancient forest. Her laughter was a lifting melody that seemed to awaken slumbering spirits, and her voice carried a soft, melodic quality that had the power to captivate hearts and minds alike. She possessed an innate ability to make others feel both seen and cherished, as if she had a piece of their soul's story within her grasp. Her days were spent wandering the city's hidden corners, seeking the forgotten and the arcane. Seraphina's keen eye would uncover the most mundane objects and transform them into artifacts of wonder, imbuing them with her essence and weaving tales of their origins. The button, a simple and unassuming object in the eyes of others, became a conduit for her magic, a token of connection to the mystical Fey realm. Though she had parted ways with the button, its memories lingered in the hearts of those who had the privilege of encountering Seraphina. She was a whisper of magic in a world that often forgot to dream, a reminder that the threads of reality and enchantment were more intertwined than they seemed, and even as time carried her away like a gentle breeze, the memory of Seraphina Larkspur would forever remain etched in the city's collective memory, a beacon of the fantastical and wondrous.
Alexandria is just like crying, staring at this button.
I was like, people are falling for all these like hot NPCs. Alexandria is going to fall in love with a memory.
Oh, yeah. I think she genuinely just had a bisexual awakening.
I mean, it also, the physical description, it's femme Theo.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah.
Like, we need Rachel to come on if Seraphina ever shows up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was thinking of Rachel the whole time. Like, that is Rachel vibes, 100%.
It was Theo's cloak. It wrote Theo's cloak.
And literally, Rachel played Seraphina in dude, the thing that I don't remember the title.
Shakespeare.
In
the Shakespeare.
In the Shakespeare.
But yes, you have this memory.
Yeah, I'm just like, there are just tears just running down my face.
Is it a good button?
Yeah.
It's a really good button.
Also, this gave me
I'm so happy for you.
It gave me heavy Stranger Than Fiction vibes reading this. With a mix of maybe I'm playing it too much, but like you just accidentally picked up a side quest in Baldur's Gate.
Yes. Yeah. I'm definitely, as soon as I get back, I'm looking up Seraphina. I want to know everything about her.
It will take me a while, but I need to generate an image for Seraphina. I'll have to remember to do that on a different day. So I'm going to add her to our NPCs because I feel like her story will come back. Seraphina, what was it?
Larkspur, I believe.
Larkspur.
Larkspur, yeah.
This is a mouse tool we'll use later. All right. But what are other people doing as we just had this complete aside?
I mean, Mercury was staring at Alex the whole time. Just like, it's a good button.
I mean, Delilah was going to get the car.
You come back, Alexandra, it's just like a mess.
Mars is pacing.
To everyone else, Alexander just looked at this button and then just starts being like, it's so beautiful.
Mercury's starting to wonder if the button's cursed.
Well, I accidentally let ChatGTP generate it, and it was her arcane focus.
The arcane focus was a button.
Did you not notice? It says that in the description.
Oh.
It was her lens to the Fey realm and what she focused her magic through.
Oh. That makes sense. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
But the cars come around. Are you guys just driving to the morgue? What's going on?
Whatever you guys want to do is fine.
Morgue sounds cool.
That's not very cool.
I will message Sarah about that. We're gonna head to the morgue.
All right. Also, I will say, Ashton, I need Alexandria to roll a percentile die.
Yeah, what does that mean?
You just need to roll a percentile die.
It's 41.
You got below the 45 I rolled. Therefore, the button does not fall out of your pocket as you get in the car.
Stop. I have a death grip on this thing. Like,
It's
I'm
a single
putting it in
small
my
button.
pocket.
It is going to be so easy for you to lose.
I am putting it in my pocket, and I am like holding my hand around it in my pocket.
Come on, you know, if you drove away and I just have a scene where Silas comes and picks the button up off the corner, it'd be so good. It'd be so good.
No, this is my
But
button.
it didn't happen. It did not happen.
What if you put that on a necklace?
Yeah.
Be useful. But yeah,
Throw it into something.
With letting Sarah know, Sarah is going to be waiting at the station when you guys get there, which means you all now see Sarah waiting. She is going to be standing there in like her gray Baltimore PD t-shirt. She has a brown leather bomber jacket on and some like torn jeans.
Mercury hates that she's hot in a cop suit.
It's terrible. I hate it.
But you don't.
But I just
Look,
Cops aren't allowed to be hot.
it's okay if you want her to read you your rights.
Nah, I'll pass.
As much as you know, it's like cop hot. It's
Nobody's hot enough to get past cop for me. Sorry.
it's so true.
I'm Demi. It's not. That's a cop personality. I'll pass.
That's valid. It's valid. It's valid.
Disgusting.
I'm totally gonna have to build her up to the whole like her dad was a cop.
I mean, that's still.
Oh no, I'm not making her better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play into it.
Ugh. We see her get into her car. It has a Blue Lives Matter sticker.
I hate it. I hate it.
It is not gonna have a Blue Lives Matter bumper sticker on it.
I do love seeing those in the wild because it lets me know like who I need to avoid. It's like a great like little thing where I'm like, I'm just gonna slow down, I'm gonna get in the other lane.
All right. So you pull up. Sarah's here at the precinct.
I get out of the car. Everyone, this is Sarah. Sarah, this is Mars, Mercury, and Alexandria.
Oh, we're getting names this time. Okay. I was just gonna say hi, everyone.
Nice to meet you. How'd you all work together a lot, or how'd y'all meet?
We have a history.
Oh,
Mars.
like a working history.
Yeah, plenty of stuff's been working. Ashley's face.
She like looks at Mercury for a second, and then like whispers, "Do you think they fucked?"
I think that's your therapist, and maybe you should chill.
I
And
need a new
love you.
therapist.
Possibly. And make things easier. And your mental health, at least.
We'll just say Delilah here does a lot to help out the city. And in return, I do what I can to help her out.
Anyway.
Love that journey for you.
So, morgue we go?
Yeah. We have as you're like heading in, she's taking in like a back door.
Ooh, I've never been personally escorted into a morgue.
We have a new intern working the morgue. So she seems a little off, but she has no problem dealing with the bodies or anything.
Good to know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Have to
I
remember
feel like I feel like you should have at least something, right? If you're dealing with the bodies, like
You'd
that
be
just makes
amazing
her
what you get
sound-
desensitized to.
Yeah, I guess I mean just 'cause she just started, but
Yeah. Like I said, something about her's just a little off.
okay.
Kind of creepy if you ask me, but creepy's not
Okay,
always a
you
bad
don't-
thing. Gives me
No, you don't
gives
leave her
side eye.
alone with the dead bodies, do you? Because I don't know what would happen.
I feel like there's a side look at Sarah as Alexandria says that from
Listen, I've read about some
Delilah.
things, and I just feel like, you know, we should be really cautious. Not that I don't like trust the system you guys have. I very let me rephrase that.
You don't need to lie.
I'm talking about the specific morgue system. Well, I don't know.
Just gonna let you hang on this.
Yeah. I'm just digging a deeper hole. I'm just like holding on to that button to keep me grounded.
We're gonna. No, I can't delete that yet. All right. When you get down, there is a woman. Sorry, I want to make sure I don't miss any things. Oh, more auburn hair. Okay.
Becky Lynch too.
So yeah, there is another woman with auburn hair, but this one has striking emerald eyes. And she seems young, probably fresh out of college, maybe pre-med, late 20s. Just very much. Hi, I'm Eleanor Holloway. Most people call me Ellie. If there's anything I can do to help you, if you need me to like pull some cold ones out of the back, I can definitely do that. Oh no, don't worry. I'm not talking about beer. I wouldn't drink on the job.
Okay. Yeah, that's what that was.
I mutter under my breath. I turn my mysticism on
Okay.
because I'm curious about any weird shit in this place.
You're in a city like Baltimore where the supernatural is real. So, yes. What did you roll for your mysticism?
85.
What is your mysticism?
Not an 85.
So you get a lot of nothing. You find it hard to get a read.
I'm still a little rusty.
Yeah.
Can't give you a bone.
Hmm?
I can't give you a bone.
Okay.
I can't give anybody bones.
Yeah.
Either.
I can. You want one?
Up to you.
Yeah, I'll give you a bone.
All
I'm not
so
using
you
them.
can re-roll your mysticism.
Yeah, that's actually smart because I want to know what she's. if we
That's
ever
a
leave
3.
her alone.
It's a 3. All right. So there is a lot going on here. You're first going to get flooded with this place immediately feeling like a crypt. Just this cold stillness to it. To your vision, the lights are flickering. There are so many ghosts. Imagine as if you went to a crypt, but the crypt is also the DMV line for license renewal. That is the vibe of the Baltimore PD's situation.
The bureaucracy never ends.
However, I will say I'm going to roll randomly, or actually, I will let you roll. Roll 2d10.
$80.
So 8 and 0. Okay. There's this absolute stillness, this mundanity to it. But you do notice the line seems to head towards a door that was not there when you didn't have this on. The door itself has almost a turnstile to it. You can't see what's beyond the doorway.
Interesting. I kind of like stare at the door and watch to see what happens with the people.
Right. So as Ellie's talking with everyone else, so what do you need? We got them fresh. We got them freeze dried. Anything you can need.
I guess we are looking into the and I'll give the address of the attacks that happened.
Oh yeah, that one was a real shame. Okay. I think yeah. Okay. None of you ate recently, right?
No.
All right. Standard procedures, we got to put them in a drawer, but I had to take a couple extra precautions before getting it in there. So she goes and she opens the locker where she would pull out the bed with the body. But instead of a body, it is multiple plastic containers.
Do I notice any like First off, is there a head somewhere?
Well, you're
If yes-
watching the door.
When I hear the bodies, I glance over to see if there's a head.
Okay, so you want to stop watching the door. Which do you want?
Both.
No, which do you want?
I want to find if the ghost. You know what? I'm just gonna say out loud. Can I speak to ghosts out without being spoken out loud? No.
No,
Fuck.
that was
okay.
part of it. But who you can actually be a conduit for ghosts. So
That's fair. It's like, I'm just gonna randomly like whisper, like, "Hey, were any of you the ones that were attacked by like the bear?"
give me a social check.
Is this considered negotiations or haggling?
Yes, negotiation.
Fantastic.
Also, we haven't done anything with your sister this mystery, but that's fine. We need a break from her.
Social. I'm highly determined. Can I get plus 10?
If you want to be highly determined about it, but being like, hey, guys, by the way, is not being highly determined. So choices. You got choices.
If they don't listen, I'll be like, guys, I'm talking to.
Yeah, you could do that. You'd just be noticeable either way.
That's fine. That gets me at a 16. I got a 59.
It's fine. Everybody, like, as it's going, and Ellie's like, don't worry, I burped the lids for freshness, so everything should be fine.
It's very appreciated.
I'm talking to you.
Were there any remnants of clothing or?
Yeah, they're and she rummages some stuff around. As she's reaching, you hear Mars just, hey, I'm talking to you. And all of a sudden, Mars's eyes roll back and a different voice comes out. It wasn't a bear, man. I mean, it was like a bear, but it was like a man bear. It was like a man bear wolf. It was weird, man. All right. I don't know what happened.
Hi.
God.
Hi. My name is Alexandria. We're here to figure out what happened exactly. Thank you for the information. We think we know kind of what it is now. You definitely helped. Is there anything else that like stood out?
Give me a
happened?
willpower check, Mars. It doesn't work if you're muted.
3.
Oh, okay. Do you want to kick this thing out or do you want it to stay?
I wanted to answer the question.
All right.
But if it starts to like get to
Yeah, this thing's kind of
bad.
freaked out. He's just like, what? What? Why do I have boobs? What's going on? What happened?
Okay, just ignore the boobs right now. I know it's hard. Okay, I know. I get that. But if you could like just let me know like what is there anything like weird besides like the bear wolf thing?
Besides that it ate me?
Okay, well like did anything happen before that? Like what were you doing before?
Living.
Just okay. Well, did you specifically that night? Like, did you go out to eat food? Were you doing something? Did you? Was there any indication that
I got
possibly this could
drunk.
have
I was
happened?
heading home and I got eaten.
Where were you drinking?
That's the question.
Yeah.
As this is going on in the background, I'm just gonna turn to Ellie and say, Mars here is kind of like the Boston's version of Long Island Medium. These kind of things just happens.
Yeah. Ellie is actually going to turn to be like, no, that's fine. I have a friend like that too that actually helps people get in touch with the dead. So
Oh.
yeah, I usually not as loud as this and everything. I might have like her card or something around here. Yeah, I'm always
That'd
trying
be
to help my
great.
friends get business. All right, and she gives you a card for a Poppy Penrose.
God damn it.
I will put it in my blue book.
I sent you a message, Bobby.
Yeah.
Mary, you might as well slide that one into the black book. You can
I haven't
already
met
use it.
Poppy yet.
You can slide it. You can slide it into the
Don't you
black book,
fucking
Mary.
dare.
Nikki will murder me.
She is mine.
I had Nikki whittle down so many photos.
I literally handpicked her from photos. I helped.
But the guy in there, he's gonna be I was at this place on the corner I frequent. It's like the Crimson Lantern or something. All I know is that they got cheap well drinks.
Okay. Yeah. Did anyone at that bar maybe look at you funny? Or
I don't remember.
okay, that's totally fair. Thank you so much for your help. Any other questions?
Do I-
Anyone?
Do I recognize that bar name? I know I'm not in control of my body right this second, but
The Crimson Lantern.
Did you say that's in the red light district?
We could.
It's a crimson light.
Yeah.
Bobby.
I was like, we definitely could. I'm adding so many locations. And like I'm
Burgundy
down.
lamp, Crimson Lantern.
Well, we got Homebrew Haven, Harborview Elegance, and now the Crimson Lantern.
Blood Skylight.
You guys want to not make fun of the AI generating names?
Hey, we love it. We love it.
It's good.
This is
in my
letting
Sunday
us
game, I
have.
created Garden of Olives for
I was
a
gonna
fantasy
say
olive
this is letting
garden,
us
okay?
have very
That's better.
detailed descriptions for stuff on the fly. And
It's amazing. It's so useful.
It's awesome.
There is also going to be a drink list for the Crimson Lantern already sitting here.
Love it.
But yeah, at that point he's gonna be like, I don't know, and Mars is gonna get kicked back.
All right.
oh god, the aftertaste. Oh, he was drinking cheap shit.
Oh.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a well drink burp that comes out.
Mm.
Oh. Okay.
That wasn't me, guys. I promise.
That smells like PBR.
I believe you.
Ellie, you were saying about a bag of effects of some sort, possibly.
Yeah. Sorry. And digs back and pulls out a bin, and you hear like the sound of wet laundry moving around in it. It's still pretty messy.
It's fine. Delilah kind of gets in one of her bags and gets like these like very long black rubber gloves, puts them on, and is gonna start looking in and trying to find anything that from a psychometry sense for Silas might be useful.
Alexandra is like leaning over your shoulder.
It's
trying
all
to help.
soaked in blood. So like for the victim, totally.
Is there any like maybe like a chipped tooth remnant? I'm trying to go through and like
Okay, that you're gonna need to give me an
Find-
investigation.
key.
Also, with ChatGTP, like remembering what your other stuff is, everything is just like kind of twinged with supernatural, even if I'm not asking for supernatural stuff. So what'd you get?
17.
All right.
And
So with the
then,
17, we'll
40
say you
something.
get like a broken off nail. Like it looks like when a dog breaks off its back nail, you get one of those.
I'll grab that out. I'll take off the gloves, get a little baggie and little tweezers and put it in. Zip it up.
Okay. Since you brought up supernatural, because of Ellie's description, I'm not even going to have you like make a roll to hide stealing shit, because she is actually like, her skills extend beyond the realm of conventional science. Like she is all into supernatural uncovering shit. It just worked out so well. So y'all are good.
I think Alexandria has started looking around the morgue, like just for anything interesting, anything else, like maybe not even related to this case that just looks interesting.
There's not going to be a whole lot, because literally, I will say, in fact, she probably patted herself down initially looking for it, but probably on her desk, she has like a little card holder for Poppy Penrose, because you're probably going to have a lot of people that like confirm the identity of dead bodies here. Mm-hmm. And she probably typically like gives them like, I have a friend who like you can say your last messages to and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like it would be a really good business model.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Also, her symbol is like a rose and a pen crossed across each other.
Fuck.
Love it.
So good.
Circled
I gotta get
by
myself one of
like
those.
a faint pentagram behind it.
Wonderful. Wonderful marketing.
I gotta do that with my name.
I'm going to, like, as I'm walking through, did they add the locks back on the goddamn morgue drawers again?
Yes.
Damn it. I'm just gonna.
This is a
under my
world
breath.
where undead might rise up out of morgue drawers. So
no, I know.
Yes,
yes, I'm frustrated. There is a slight grumble as I look at the morgue drawers again, and go back.
It's real. It'll be real
away.
rough for you if you end up in one.
Oh, I know. That's why I have a friend called Sarah.
That's how you and Sarah met. Oh, yep. I would love that if she's like in the room as the coroner's like doing the autopsy report of like, I just stitched her back up. We think this, this, and this, and you're just on the table, just like, and come back to life. Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, that's canon now. That's a canon event. We can't change it. Okay. But yeah, you have someone who can reach out to the dead, the card of them, as well as you have potentially, like, it looks like an animal claw to bring to Silas.
I mean, I don't know why you need somebody else to reach out to the dead. I can reach out to the dead perfectly fine.
Maybe that's something you and Poppy can bond over.
I had it completely under control.
You did great.
I don't know how hot Poppy is yet, so in character, she feels like she's being overshadowed right there.
Once you know how hot Poppy is, you'll know you are.
But I won't care.
Well, good haul, everyone.
Now, do you want to go back to Silas's right now, or what do you want to do?
What time is it?
We'll say like 3 or 4.
Okay. We might have time to do that then.
Just
Sure.
drop it off
Even though
real
we
quick.
have the claw, I'm still going on my date.
That's so valid. Except it's a cop.
I know. I've been trying to persuade her to quit the job for years.
Dude, even an ex-cop.
It's,
A retired cop, bad. A quit cop, potential.
Barely.
a cop that you can't get to quit.
Bad.
Mm.
We never said that Delilah had a good taste in
Mhm.
people.
That's valid.
We're-
That's
we're
so
seeing
valid.
that.
We know how
So
this
valid.
goes.
Ugh.
But yeah, is everyone going back to Silas's shop? Okay.
Oh, yes.
Then with that, we go back to reflections and relics. Pretty quickly, Silas will just be back and be like, fascinating. I presumed you wouldn't be here till, well, likely the next morning, given how your night may go. But you have something for me.
Yes. I get the little Becky out.
Very well. Come into the salon. As he heads into the back office.
Just so you know, I am keeping a death grip on that button because I do not want to lose it in here.
Mm-hmm. Looking at Alexandria, your arm seems a little tense. Are you holding something tightly? Maybe.
A bit. We can definitely talk about this later, but do you have anything else that maybe belonged to Serafina?
Potentially.
Great.
It will cost a lot more than a button, though.
That's fine. I have a lot to give.
Okay, maybe
We will
Silas?
discuss this later. For now, what is it that you have?
Just I hand over the bag. But I hold on to it for a second before he takes it.
Okay,
They're
so
babies.
what was that
I
last bit?
whisper it under my breath. They're babies. They don't know what they're doing.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
use it against them.
well aware. Now, from the mechanics, Silas is going to use his ability Face Off, where he can take someone's face off. It will cost one of you to spend a bone. He has a 60% chance of being able to do this.
I got bones.
I will note only Illuminated can spend bones on others. So if any of the Shadowed want to spend bones, this is your chance to spend a bone because you cannot spend it on rerolls.
Yeah, I'll spend it.
Okay. Red and white. 7. So he will take it. I'll hold the claw. Fascinating. Rear. Okay. Let's see if we can find the face to this. And he goes and shifts, and hair starts growing over him as it ripples. And when it ripples, his clothes ripple with the transformation. There's no longer a face to this. There's only, and he drops the claw, snapping back. This is not a werewolf.
Then what are we dealing with?
You're dealing with a Dweyo.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god. Wait, I'm so sorry. Does that mean the Snallygaster is out there?
Yes.
Do we need to make checks to know what he's talking about?
Any of you can make an education check about.
I mean, I'll make it, but I know.
Yeah.
Me, Ashton. I
told you a Maryland cryptid. The Dwayos from Maryland.
Nope.
Oh, it is. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh yeah, so is the Snallygaster.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Because they're mortal enemies.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. What did you get, Mary?
I
No.
botched.
All right.
It was a crit fail, but
Ooh, it was a
no,
crit
it wasn't. It was a
Oh.
54.
Okay. I thought you said it was a crit fail.
No.
Did anyone succeed on education, which if you're not trained is logic minus 20?
42.
Well, this is great. Ashton, would you like to, as Alexandria, respond with what a Dwayo is, since you've already responded of it's a Dwayo from it's a Dwayo?
Yeah. Okay, so it's not a werewolf, it's just kind of like a big wolf that walks on two legs and just like kind of it's how to explain it. Okay, you know, like dogs when they do those tricks and they walk on two legs to get treats. It's like that, but it always does that, and it's just kind of just walking around out there. Also, it is the mortal enemy of the Snallygast, and I'm kind of losing my mind over that a little bit more. Like a wolf walking on two legs, I can get into that. I get that. The Snallygaster, it does mess me up just a little bit. It's very exciting. I would love to see one. But oh my god, the implications that this has is absolutely insane.
I need to know what a Snallygaster is.
I'm not going to make you roll. You can just explain it.
Yeah. So okay, so it's it's kind of like a dragon, but it's not a dragon. I honestly, as Ashton, don't even know.
It's
I know,
described as a flying, blood-sucking reptile.
yeah. Yeah, it has it's like a bird, but it's a dragon, and then it also has like octopus like tentacles coming out of its mouth. And then also it picks up people like a thunderbird would. Or picks up just like its prey like a thunderbird would. Basically it's just a really, really messed up reptile with wings.
Question, Bobby.
Yeah.
Were all four attacks described as the same thing? Like the same type of attack?
Yeah. Likely.
Like okay.
No,
I was scared it was a cryptid turf war.
No, I will say, Silas will say I sense something deeper than that, though.
All right.
This isn't what it once was. It was not born a Dwayo, it was transformed as punishment.
Are they transformed like werewolves where you get bit by one, you turn into one, or?
No, but if it was transformed, it means it has all the hate a human heart can hold in the animal of a beast. There's a reason there are very little humans I work with. You are capable of many things, but your people are also capable of things much darker than most monsters could fathom.
That tracks.
Right.
If this is a beast like the Dwayo, with the heart of a man that needed punished, the rage in it, it may be more than many could bear. Excuse me for the accidental pun.
I mean, I have a shotgun. I can handle a lot.
Also, I'm going to post an image of a Snallygaster.
Oh my god. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
That's a tame image.
I love it.
I hate
love
it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I love it so much.
Here. Oh, this one has a person for scale.
Oh yeah.
This one has a
That
person
crap
for scale.
is cursed. That is so cursed.
Oh yeah. Here. This one has a person for scale, and it's closer to what?
Oh yeah, there you go. That's
I love it.
God.
Snallygast are incredibly rare. It's on par with finding a dragon. Like it may essentially be a North American dragon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
God.
he will just be like, it is not a shape changer. I will still aid you if I can, so that no one may be confused as to what did this.
Understood.
But that also means it has not changed back to a man. There will be no brevity.
In the attacks. Great.
Yes.
Perfect.
But the last attack was on the full moon, right?
Yes, about 2 or 3 days ago.
So
The last attack that's been noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find out if more attacks have happened.
Mm-hmm. Because it's also, Detective Sarah would be like, when an attack like this happens on a full moon, I'm going to immediately be suspicious, but not every homicide gets sent to Detective Sarah, and she's not going to know to look for things on non-full moons.
Good thing I'm talking with her tonight.
Could have happened before the full moon, too.
Mm-hmm. But that can be handled next week. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We got like 9 minutes left, so it's not worth going into a new session. But this has been Sigil and Shadow. We have 2 more sessions before we go on hiatus. And then Sigil and Shadow is what's going to fill post Weird Web. So, like, I feel like it's fitting. It's a good vibe. But with that, thank you, everybody, and we will be back next week. Also, speaking of, on Friday is Weird Web, our Monster of the Week campaign that is in the back half of Season 5, as everything's coming to an